You want the meeting link?
All right, are we ready? So, welcome to first of our summer special Chai and Wai sessions, which are hands-on sessions, where we try and do some fun activities and hopefully discover some interesting things. Today's session is by the Design and Technology Education Group at the Homi Bhabha Center for Science Education, which is a part of TIFR. And we have four of you. Okay, so we have Anisha, Aditi, Megha, and Disha, who is trying to figure out how something works. And they're going to take us through, as you can see, there's something planned here. I have no clue what's happening. If you're watching us online, well, clearly most of the action is going to be happening on stage over here. Maybe we should just tilt that camera and show them that there's something happening here, but we'll do that later. Maybe there's one activity they'll be able to do or something.
We can keep the supplies with them.
Okay, so yeah, if you're watching us online, so we are live. That proves we are live. Okay. Yeah, if you're watching us online, please keep with you some A4 paper, pencils, colors, whatever you can find, and an eraser, pencil, eraser, some colors. If you have an A4 paper, that's all you need, and maybe you'll be able to do some of the stuff that we're doing out here. Okay, with that, I think it's going to be over to them. But before that, let me just tell you that 15 days from now, the mid-month session is at Ruparel College. That's going to be on Magic Squares. Can you please mute? I think one person connected is enough.
No, she is giving it to Subra. I'm looking at the question answers.
Okay. Yeah. So it's on Magic Squares, connections to calendars, and various interesting things. So we're going to have fun with maths next in the middle at the month at Ruparel. May has 5 Sundays, so we have a 5th Sunday program as well. It's usually at Alexandra School, but we haven't heard from them so far, so we're not sure if they're going to be open and we'll be there. We will let you know what the venue is. It may be again Ruparel College in the worst case. That's going to be on some interesting things from the world of computing, mainly on networks and graphs and things like that. Again, very hands-on and very exploratory. And a month from now over here, we're going to be again exploring the world of biology. And again, depending on what events are organized, we may be in the cafe outside or here, one of them. So yeah, over to you.
Thank you. Hello. Yeah. Hi, I am Anisha, and she's Aditi, Megha, and Disha. So we all work together at the Design and Technology Lab at Homi Bhabha Center for Science Education. And I'm really, really happy to see so many kids here today for the session, because it's been a while we have not interacted with children. So it's really, really nice to see so many kids today in this session. So what we do at the DNT lab at HPCSC is basically we design a lot of activities for children to not train them, but to expose them to the world of design. And when I say design, it's not just aesthetic, art-oriented design. We develop certain foundation skills in them where they're able to visualize, they're able to rotate things in a 3D format, in their brain, mentally they're able to do that. They're able to collaborate. Many times we hear, even the schools work on this fact that, people should collaborate, children should collaborate. Ideas come the best when you work in a team. But how do you do that? There's no clear answer to, how should children especially collaborate and then produce ideas which are innovative. So today's session is actually full of fun hands-on exercises. We're not going to do anything related to design per se, but we are going to be doing activities which help you in building those skills which are required as a designer, probably later in life. And if not a designer, generally it is something that will help you break the conventional thinking, help you collaborate with others. So it's both creation and co-creation. Okay. So just to start with, I think we all had a question that just to understand, how often we do these things differently. How often we break our, notions of, okay, this is right, that is wrong, fixated notions, fixated ideas. How many of you know of things which can be done with both your hands? Where do we use both hands to do something? Speak up, speak up.
Playing guitar.
Playing guitar, okay. Driving. Yes.
Drums.
Drums. Playing drums. What else?
Cricket.
Playing cricket. Okay. So playing sports, driving a car, playing a musical instrument. So you use both your hands most often, right? Mostly people use both hands. I also have one example. Do we see using both hands in dancing?
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody who is learning dancing here? Kids, you are. Okay. None of the kids are learning Bollywood secrets. Okay. So in a lot of dance forms, especially Indian dance forms, and I'm sure ballet, etc., in the rest also, we use both hands, which is called ambidextrous. Right? We use both hands to make certain mudras, to communicate certain things. The mudras could be symmetrical or asymmetrical. Ambidextrous, kids especially, you know what is ambidextrous? Using both your hands. Okay? So, but if I ask you, how many of you use both your hands for either writing or drawing? Anybody? Who's raising a hand? You do. Do you write or draw with both your hands? You draw both simultaneously? Okay, so sketching, so you can use your left hand and right hand both. Okay, so so the thing is that we don't have a lot of time today. We're running 15 minutes short, so we're going to be not talking so much, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff, right? So the thing is that the first activity that is planned here is basically using both your hands to do something. Okay, so we are going to be making badges for ourselves because we don't know each other. It'll be nice to just have a badge on our shoulder or on our clothes to see that who are sitting here and what can we do with both our hands, create some art, create a badge for ourselves. Okay, so we'll directly hit with the exercise. So we have these circles with us, and we'll be giving you, the kids can definitely come on the stage and sit here and do it on the stage.
Remove your footwear. Remove your shoes and do not walk on these white screens. You're going to be drawing on these later on. So if you're coming on stage, remove your shoes.
So what we're going to do is basically by the time they're removing their shoes, even the adults can just focus on this. The kids can definitely come on the stage. If adults are also coming,
These two are supposed to be in two different groups.
just don't.
Siblings and friends supposed to be in different groups. Yeah.
We're not using these sheets of paper right now. So we're going to be using different. We're going to be using something like this. Okay, we're going to hand this over and don't sit next to this. This is for the next activity. Okay? So if you come, sit and then. We'll give you a separate one, okay? The kids can directly take the badges, and this you can just share it with the badges. You can draw one and then put on together. You can take one for yourself. How can you do? You can just use one of these. Yeah. You just have to use one circle. You should all have two colors in your hand, two different colors, one for your left hand and one for your right hand. You can use the two of you and two of you. You use only one circle. Yes. Thank you. Alright.
Anyone who's brave and wants to come out here can come.
And we will have three. Wait, I'll tell you what you need to do. First, think a little bit about yourself. What represents you the most visually? It could be something that you really like. It could be something that you really want. It could be the initial of your name. Okay? But what you have to do is you have to use both your hands to draw on the side. Okay? So this is called hand mirroring. So that is you're going to be making symmetrical images. You cannot work on.
So you'll have this? You want to draw this or you want anything, whatever. Okay.
So for example, if I have to, can you all see if I make a line here?
Yeah.
Visible? Yeah.
आप इस तरह send कर देगा.
So you can show it to the kids and probably I can show it to them. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So if you draw letter A, for example, with one hand and the other, you can make a symmetrical one with both hands. Right? Simultaneously. So if you use both your hands to draw this letter A, for example, and this is symmetrical. But if I have to write my name in Hindi and you choose the initial A, this will not be symmetrical if I draw with both hands. Right? So this side, the left side and the right side are not mirroring
This is
each other.
symmetric, right?
So you have to draw something that is hand mirroring. Okay? If I draw a balloon with the second hand, I will have to draw like this, and then this is the problem. Okay, so you can choose any visual initial of your name, anything that represents you, and draw that with both your hands. You should not get your back. You have to
want to do the batch like this from front, right? So you will have vertical line roughly. You should know in the center, and you have one sketch with a highlighter, and then draw mirroring exactly. And choose something which is represents something about you. Because you're making a badge for yourself. If you can express.
If you did not understand, quickly come here and see. So I have two hands, two colors in my hands, one black, one green, I believe. So if I write my name, I go like this. Being the center line, you have to always start with the center line. Try and do that, especially kids. Try and do the center line. But if I have to draw my initial in Hindi, for example, Devanagari, this is not symmetrical. Otherwise, I have to do this. Right? So you can either make one image and then create a copy of that, or you can complete one image like a balloon. Okay? So a balloon will look like something like this, two different colors. Okay? Ready? So think a little what represents you the most. Best.
If you want help to draw the center line with the pencil, let us know.
Yeah.
Stop there.
Once you're done, caller, we'll give you a puncture and you can pin it up.
Okay, Anisha, you had a question. Can they take pictures of your artwork?
Which artwork?
Whatever they are making.
Yes, of course, this is your artwork.
No. And is it okay if the design team takes pictures of your artwork?
Yeah, is it okay if we take pictures of your artwork?
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it okay if we take pictures of you making your artwork? I think that's also that question you have.
Yeah.
She's very scared of taking pictures of people without asking them. So she's
Research does that to you, so without consent, we can't. Otherwise, the director asks you. Correct. Consent. Draw. You think so much.
if you're missing paper, pen, something, please shout.
That will definitely
Yeah,
So like somebody can really like ice cream and you can draw an ice cream with both your hands.
Yeah, you draw
Please, just tape.
Yes, yeah. So do we have to draw it like together or we have to try to do it together? Together. Your hands should be working together.
You want
okay, wait, stick your circles. Stick your circles. This is
stick it and then try. Easier for you to control the.
Shall I stick you?
even if the circle is in some place. Sometimes to figure okay.
Okay, what about you? You've done something? Yeah. Oh, you have a partner. Okay, no problem. Anyone needs a drawing? Spare things available?
So you have to use both the hands simultaneously. You can't do only right hand drawing and then followed by left hand drawing. Both hands have to mirror. Together they have to move. Is it easy? No.
Yeah, that's yeah, we have spare circles and all here also.
Yeah, we have lots of
We have
circles.
lots of circles.
Oh, great.
I did two things.
Thinking.
Thinking, thinking cloud, thinking person, and running. That's also so if this guy is running.
So you must have been easy to make an ad because you're already symmetrical.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I did this together.
So writing was more challenging or drawing was more challenging?
Writing.
Writing.
Much more challenging.
Yeah. Thank you. You can just fill it up. Do you have like to?
Sure. Let's take a photo.
Agastya, your friend or Gandhi?
Me.
I mean. Oh, that's why you said
Exactly.
complex some marketing working or not? Oh, but this is not different. So your word is here and this one is here.
So those who are dancing this corner, keep a safety pin and
You can write your name behind. Disha will give you safety.
yeah.
Yeah. Safety pin. You just keep the safety pin here. So are we done? There? Was it easy? Challenging? Very easy. Oh, you made some DNA, I think. This is very cool. Okay.
I do need that. Yeah.
It's already written. This is very artsy. So everybody needs scientific and then switch to art later.
Good.
Me? Oh, it's already done. Nice. What is it? Harmony. We wrote it. But this is not symmetrical. Perfect star. What? Yeah. The camera is falling down. The Insta thing, probably. At the back side, can you move on to the next exercise? Please, minute up.
Yeah.
I know, can we use the presentation?
Yeah. So just minimize that. No? She wants to use the presentation.
Okay. You start the screen share in minute.
Just minimize and go back to screen share.
Oh, what's that? A trampoline? Huh? Yeah, that's called a trampoline. But who's jumping? Is that a person or something else? What's that? Pink and green bead like thing that people like this? Oh, the evil eye. Oh, you managed to write pretty well. So, wow. It's, you know, it's the interesting thing about this word. It's symmetrical. Oh, okay. So, can we move on to the next, please? So this what we just did was called hand mirroring. And this is not just something that you train your brain for so that you become more intelligent. So that is, some people do say that, your both hemispheres work together when you're doing this because we require coordination, and we saw a lot of people try it twice. So with the first one, probably they were not convinced it's aesthetic enough, or probably not, it doesn't represent me the best. They did it setting up probably for the artsy reasons, so that it looks better. So some people do claim that this exercise can help people to use both the hemispheres in the brain, and you basically work on coordination and aesthetics both. And the fun part is that a lot of artists, like this is one of my favorite artists who uses both his hands for a large scale canvas, this large scale canvas, and she draws these tribal looking art. And if the kids cannot see, they can shoot slightly on this side. You cannot shoot or disturb. If you go to the next one also, so this is also something that she's drawn with both her hands. So it's symmetrical, it's mirroring, and simultaneously she's drawn. You can check her work more on ambi art. So she calls her work called ambi arts. So she's pretty cool. So that's one kind of ambidexterity. The other artists, they actually don't work on symmetry. They work on just completion of the drawing, but using both their hands. And there are third type category of ambidextrous artists. There's a famous artist in Japan called Toru. So he can draw two different things at the same time. So he can draw a dog and a lion simultaneously using both his hands. So there is a lot of things that can be done by using both your hands while writing, drawing, art, and all that. If you go to the next one. So what happens is, when we draw on our own, we are still in a way we know what we are going to make. Where our hand will move next. Okay, I can make a sense. Okay, probably it looks like this, so probably I should move my hand like this and probably convert my art form into this or that. The fun comes when this becomes a collaborative act. That's what we're going to do right now. We would like to invite pairs to come on the stage and sit opposite to each other. And you're going to be doing the same thing, doing mirroring, but you will be mirroring others' drawings, not your own. Come, I'll tell you what.
So all of you can take a
Pairs. So we can do linearly, even an advanced can together. You can come.
Yeah.
Kids all ages.
All ages, kids of all ages.
We don't have much space in HP sheet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have, I mean, if this is over, we have more paper that we can sit somewhere and do, no problem.
Yeah, if you don't find a place here, we have AP sheets which you can use.
So if you go
You can go behind people, pairs can go behind.
Yeah, try sitting with somebody you don't know.
Now please get your sketch pens. You need one color in your hand this time. So you can give the other color. You need only one color, so you can give the other.
Okay, come. Alright, you need a partner. Hey guys, come here as well.
You have a partner? Will you people partner?
And come here. Okay, so one of you.
Wait, give you the rules. Please wait for the rules. Let us just adjust. Okay, this little girl does not have a partner.
Wait. First thing is identify your partner. Make sure you have a partner.
Even the adults can join in.
Come here.
It will be exciting to see how it works.
Okay, come. Yeah, come here. Fill the space.
You want to sit here, Agastya? Who knows what?
Okay, so you have a partner. You have a partner.
See, winner,
Yeah.
This gap, the large gap here.
actually, yeah, one color per person. You can just use one color. You all have one color?
I think
one color. Okay, different colors. Make sure you don't have the same color. You give one.
Just do that.
Okay. Thank you. Bonus. You will have to choose one of these. Which color do you have?
Give the red.
So you have red.
So we want more people.
We have sheets, we have individual sheets, we have enough of them. So you want to come and join it, come.
You only one color. Okay, I'll quickly explain the rules.
Everybody has a partner, just make sure that you have a partner.
You can just launch the same page and give two empty sheets.
Give two.
And we just take the sheet down.
Okay, so I'll quickly tell you how different this is. You cannot plan. First of all, stop talking to your pairs. Stop talking to your partner. You cannot plan. Whatever is planned has to go away. Bhul jao, push. Okay? So you cannot plan your drawing. You will. Otherwise, I'll start giving themes. Okay, I'll tell you draw robot, draw tree. I don't want to do that. Okay, you have to draw something which is your own. Okay, not my drawing.
You have a partner? You have a partner.
Okay.
So we just need to sit.
So the pairs need to sit opposite to each other and take one color. It could be a crayon or a sketch pen if you have. One person draws and the partner copies. So creates a mirror drawing. So it has to be done in turns. Okay, so the first row probably can take the first go, and after we say switch, the other person takes over from the drawing that has been created so far. Okay, सामने वाले को mirror करना है. Whatever, wherever the line is going, and for the kids especially, focus on the hand movement. Okay, probably the adults can just look at the drawing where the drawing is going and all of that. For kids, it will be really useful if you look at the hand movement. Where the hand is going, you have to go in the same. Think of yourself as a mirror. Okay, and both the participants have to start from the center line. So this is the center line for the A3 sheet. That's the center line. You have to switch, and it goes on until you finish. The catch is the person who is drawing the first has to draw in the reverse direction. Can we have the board, please? We'll just demonstrate it to you quickly. Otherwise, it's too easy. The first person just keeps drawing the tree, and the other one is getting all the complexity in life. Okay, you cannot talk to each other. You cannot. Okay, if this is the, can everybody see? Yes, yes. You can do it like this. So if we are just doing it like that, okay? So if I start, Aditi, you will just start in the center. So I have to draw. Can you see? Okay. See, the line is moving symmetrically. Actually, you cannot take that much time. So that delay is not okay. Okay. Cat bana hai. Very bad.
Two creepy hands, cats holding hands. That's what you made.
So I hope you understood that we have to start from here. And I was also drawing in the reverse direction. I am not drawing it from my perspective. It's the reverse. So all of you have to start from the center. So बच्चों के लिए उल्टा drawing बनाना है. ठीक है?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please.
My partner need to copy exact same.
Yes, exactly. We should not know who's drawn what. Okay. When we see the thing, we should not be able to see who drew what. It has to be exactly the same thing. There is a mirror in between. Okay. No talking at all. Yes, you have a question. Anything, it can be as abstract as you want it to go. Sheila is ambi-art, so you can go as wild as you want. Yes, you start. You can start. Everybody starts in the center. No talking. Yes, from the center. Maybe you can take darker colors.
It is difficult.
Yellow is not. Okay. So you draw this time.
Yes, that will be great. Instructions.
So we have a center line, two partners, so two people do this activity. First person takes the turn. Which side?
Actually, the line isn't visible on the screen.
Okay, we can come closer.
Yeah.
So now, for example,
Slightly
Aditi
down.
takes the
Slightly
first. Yeah.
This is good. Okay.
Yeah, you start drawing from the center line we both draw. We have to move simultaneously, like we were doing further. Yeah, so something like this.
So I made half a drawing here, and the other half.
And then I switch, it's my turn, and I take it forward.
Keep going. Good. Great.
Yeah. So this is, for example, just another drawing that we showed. Yeah, I think it's going pretty well. They don't need more devils.
No talking, continue.
Okay, now switch. Switch, switch. The other person now dominates. Switch.
So you are starting, the other person starts, and you copy.
Yeah.
Then
Switch
you are
now, switch.
copy. Now
You can't talk, you cannot talk. You cannot tell her naked design is on. Don't talk, don't talk. I think, don't talk. I like how Neil is working. He's on the sheet, on the paper completely. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, go for it. Yeah, of course. See, if you're trying people are ulta hona chahiye. Your objects should be in reverse. Everything should be ulta pulta. I think I'm going to ask one of you to come and tell a story with joining all these pictures after this is done. Okay, switch.
again, now whoever was copying.
Yeah, the first person who started the drawing now dominates.
No talking.
No talking. Interviews can happen later. Okay. Are you switching? I hope you're switching reverse. Okay, switching here. The most minimalistic drawing ever. But this is not copying. This is not like this. What's missing?
A little faster. Faster, taking quite a bit of time.
But the highs and byes are not restrictions. That one should be here. The high should be here. But that's become like an angle, diagonal reflection. So now you can decide when you want to switch. Okay, because I think now the drawings are becoming more complex and people are trying to finish parts of it. So amongst yourself, you can decide when to switch.
Yes. Good. Good. All right. Is always one switch. Yeah. No discussion.
Okay, who wants to try what you did in the first exercise? You use both your hands. Do you want to do that? Like any parents who would like to use both hands and then still do hand mirroring?
Both hands on the other part.
Yes.
Four pens at a time.
So 4 pens at a time, starting at the center, and then can you have sketch pens, please? You can take greens probably. So you use both your hands now simultaneously. You want to do? I have all the yellows. You can take crayons. Can we get the crayons, please? A basket. Throw. Wait a second. Hey, I found. You can throw.
Your crayons for anybody who wants crayons.
Anybody wants crayons? You can take some crayons. You give crayons. You should have been, the seat should have been. Yeah, either.
Yes.
You started discussing. You use a very light color. We can't see. Yes. Okay, sure. Can we move on to the next one in say a minute? So keep your questions in mind that why are we doing this? Why are they making us do all of this? Probably towards the end, we can have a discussion on this. It's not just we are having fun looking at you guys. So there is of course. We'll just ask him nicely to study. If you're done, you can just give your material. You can just collect some materials. Yeah. This is what you wanted to do. But were you aware of the fact though? You did a very good job. There's one signature, other
Just what people
also people always want to like some random. Nobody knows.
What makes it? Okay, I've spotted a video. You can walk around.
Very difficult now. For the challenge, right? Ball. But what different is mirror? Other than mirror. Mirror is like a complicated. Program See, so you can just give your crayons and then we move on to the next.
Anisha, move ahead because I think people are just starting to do artwork here now.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him. You want to tell a story? Okay, rather than just collecting all the materials and wrapping it, he wants to combine all the points to tell a story. Okay, so everybody can just probably move and then we'll have Agastya. They can sit, okay. So Agastya is going to tell a story joining all these rows.
Agastya, come here. We'll start from there.
Wherever you choose.
Why don't you be seated, sir? Yeah, because I want to cover him. Yeah.
Okay, Agastya, start.
First, in a very lazy town, there is a person who is sitting on the floor, I guess, looking at the sea, even though beautiful sparkling sun is going in his eyes and he is not loving it. Okay, so later he decides that I don't want to live this lazy little life. So he sits on a beautiful small cycle and rides off to the city. Okay, while he is actually living in Goa, so he goes to a lotus resort, which is in Goa, and leads a very happy life. He's fishing there, and he's making friends, and for some days he lives. And then later on, he's actually out of he lives and goes to back to his village and sees that his family without him has made a very beautiful rangoli also. And he tells that I will love you. So later he goes to he later takes his cycle again and goes away from there. And reaches somewhat looking like a temple or something. He is there. And he's meeting other friends coming, looking at the top, looking down at another. Then later he again goes to his village and looks another beautiful in the same process. Then he, due to this love that he actually got a lot of money. Okay, so he goes and does a little awkward face over. Does not actually look good.
Even that goes, right?
Classic setting, it does not look good. He is almost a lot of years out of he decides to favorite hobby of that's a good one. So he goes and watches different players play on the field. And then he's back to his village and looks at the lady and smiles.
What creativity, yaar.
I think we have to make giant by person ready.
No, you're a design team member.
Yeah. Correct. Somebody else. Volunteer for the other one.
Yeah, do we have any volunteers for the other one? A girl probably. Can we have girls?
A girl and a boy means if somebody is.
Okay, so we'll do one by one. We take turn. One picture, second picture, one picture, second picture.
Yeah, you want to continue the story. Continue the story, keep the same.
In the meantime, the adults can go back to their seats.
What's your name? Arjun. So Arjun is going to start. We need a partner.
A partner.
Arjun and girl, please.
Who's good at storytelling? Oh, there you are. Come on.
What's your name? Riti. Riti. Okay, so Arjun and Riti are going to create magic over here. Come.
So what happened? That same man that dumped your face, he moves from his village and he comes to a classroom full of DNA and science and all. So he studies all this and he gets some knowledge into his silly brain.
Silly brain.
So now he decides, now I learned so much science, I'm going to draw something. And then he decides he will try and make this cell diagram. Then he gets bored. And then he decides to make a cicada in the middle.
Kada.
A cicada.
Okay.
Then he gets bored again and he decides to just draw this. So what happens then? So after seeing all this stuff, he gets angry that I didn't learn anything and I did everything complex in one thing, in one drawing, everything. So he takes a piece of paper and then all this. He gets angry and he scribbles everywhere, drawing something that I would like. Then with his eyeball, he draws himself over there. He scribbles everywhere. So he technically still does have anger. He's not scribbling. When he gets angry, that's meaningful to MC Square, they're meaningful to MC Square. Well. And then he's writing five, and then he's trying to make robots from imitating each other because there's a lot of squares and eyes and the middle or something. And so then, because of
Under pressure storytelling.
the last scene, we had seen that he has created a hotel called Lotus Sutra. He comes back and a similar hotel like that he named Sea Sutra. So he sees all the beautiful beaches, ocean, sea, everywhere, lake, everything, and some pebbles walking here and there. No man over there. No one is walking. He only alone over there. So now when he's come around.
He's a most beautiful drawing, right?
Now that he's calm enough to do what he's here, he comes back, he decides he's going to try one last concept drawing, and it's going to be very abstract. He's just going to let the pen. He starts with squiggles, then turning into flowers, then leaves, and then it goes to a various which then goes into a leaf, which beanstalk, the DNA turns into beanstalk apparently. Then it has fishes on it, which is for some reason really triangles, which can turn into sources because of the line. And there's a random guy on the DNA stand picking up the solar. There's also other randoms when looking at usually all the random guys who vanish from that side. The random guys just stay here. And then he decides, you know what, now this is a little too much of drawing. He just draws a lot of lines and they're kind of turning into men who are holding 4 clover leaves representing
Luck. Okay. Arjun, you are
So now what happens? He thinks that now I am alone for so much time. I should have a life partner. So he gets a turtle and a lion. What is it? A cat. That is a cat. So he gets a turtle and a cat. And unfortunately, this turtle has 2 heads in one body. So he visits them in the pet shop and he buys them. He bought them. Then he goes to a balloon seller. He says, I should have some. No, I should be happy, but I'm always going here and there. So he buys a balloon from there. So then he visits space. He does, I visit space for him. And with those balloons he goes, so you can see, spacecraft flying up. So his balloon flies up and catches up on a spacecraft. Yeah, he goes to the sun.
Okay.
Well done.
Super.
Thank you, Riti and Arjun and Agastya. Kind of like a
can get boards here. We want 6 people around each board.
Yeah, so we need teams of 6. By the time we remove all this, thank you very much. A big round of applause for all of you.
Let this
Around the board or sheets of paper.
Can you just check if the chai is outside? Should we take a chai break now or after 20 minutes?
10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Let this activity.
Okay, chalo, after this activity.
After this activity. Hala, until tell us.
Sure.
There's going to be one more board here.
Okay.
One of the human being
One activity.
Yeah.
You're going to be alone there. Okay, you go.
Could we have a sample of some of the drawings for the audience online also? That was
the other one is from paper, is it? After we.
yeah. Yeah, so that we
People who have not participated
But others can also use the sheet. हाँ, यही है. We need at least 5 in a group, otherwise the activity is not fun.
Okay, we need one more person here.
Yeah.
Or one or two more
What the
people.
others? Come.
When this board is
So we can just come and yeah, we can go. We just
Yeah, we can have easily another 6. We have a board, we have one.
the group, so we should say that you raise your hand and we have the paper was
We
from
can
that.
send paper up there. We can easily have, we have one more board, so we can have one more group of 6 here.
yeah, 6 in this
1,
one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. We have 6. Okay. You want to join some group? Is it max 6?
7 is fine.
7 is fine.
7 is also fine.
So now we have to
Almost in all points.
You can join one group.
Just join. Just keep 6 here or something. Join another.
You can definitely join another group. It's fine.
One will come here.
Okay, if 2 of you can just stand up and go to some other group.
Yeah.
2 girls, please stand up.
Yeah, we are purposely going to mix the groups because this whole activity is built on collaboration. So we want
You don't want the imbalance, gender imbalance, age imbalance.
all people there.
You can have 2 adults here, 2 adults. Please, 2 adults who can join this group. 2 of you girls go there, 2 girls can go there. Oh, no, these 2 boys. Yeah, 2 boys.
Yes.
2 boys. 1 boy, 1 girl.
Whatever. 2 boys can go there. Come on. That's it. They're just there.
This group, sit down.
Sit down.
You guys, are you going to participate? Then we need to give you the sheets also. Are you going to participate or no?
You want to participate?
You probably want to know what it's.
Okay. But they are very doubtful. क्या होने वाला है?
क्या करने क्या वाले हैं तुम बता दो पहले. Okay, so.
That's it.
Okay, so this activity is called, it's basically, so what we saw in reflective drawing, from individual drawing, symmetry, we went on to reflective drawings where we were working with the other and trying to collaborate with each other to create something interesting, okay, which was again very surprising. So now we're taking the collaboration and the element of surprise, the creative surprise to another level, where all 6 of you are going to work together. The activity is called Eliminate and Create. I'm going to tell you the rules. Make a team of 5 or 6 members. You will be provided a drawing initially, okay, which we will do that. The first member erases a part. So we're just gonna demonstrate this. Disha and Megha, if you can just come, we'll demonstrate the rules as we tell. Okay. Yeah. So everybody will work with only 1 pen now. 2 भी नहीं है. Okay? 1 pen. So I am going to draw the first drawing. Okay. Maybe like a tomato. Okay. A weird looking tomato, but yeah. So second, who wants to come? Aditi. So she's going to erase a part. So I don't do anything. I just drew the initial drawing. Okay, which we are going to provide. So the game for you actually starts here with the drawing. Okay. So she's going to erase a part and then pass it on to the next member.
Okay, so
You also.
yeah. I've erased one part.
And she just gives it. So she doesn't add anything. And now she has to draw only on the missing part. She cannot draw anywhere else. Okay? She has to use that blank space and continue the drawing from there. Okay, so first she adds and then she has to erase now a part. Okay, so second person now adds and deletes and erases a part. Okay, it can be anything. And none of you can talk, please.
Okay, so I erased this part and I have.
So now she passes it on to the other. She has to draw from the missing part. Which chota sa hata hai na? So you can erase a little or you can erase a big part. That's up to you. And then she erases something. And because now we are only 4, it comes back to me. So I will now try and work on it that it looks something recognizable, identifiable, or it is something which is useful. I can innovate. I can say that this is this and I can innovate. So I'll probably try to draw here. No? Yes. So ulta draw kar raha hai. So I draw here and I cannot break the line. I cannot lift my pen. So I go back. Oh, the drawing started leaking. So I go back and I probably will do this.
Oh, you can't lift the pen.
I can't lift the pen. So I come back to this. All the kids saw. So you cannot lift your pen. Okay, I drew and now I'm going to erase a part. Okay, so I will probably erase.
Can you erase your own part?
No. Okay, so now I erase probably Aditi.
Okay. And you use the same pen, right? Same color.
Same 1 pen. Oh, good. It's a rich spot that we were able to manage somehow.
Tomato became a.
Tomato became a rich spot.
But the catch here is that you're going to draw the initial drawings on your slate, on the boards, right? And you cannot talk to each other and you cannot say ki chalo tomato ko.
You cannot discuss at
So
all.
you have to build on whatever the previous person has been doing, and the final thing has to be a useful object or something recognized.
Okay, so we are going to give you the initial drawing. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need probably another group. Can we have another group on the stage? Are you sure what needs to be done? Come back. So one of you can come, one of the bachas can come. You didn't get a safety pin?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more person. Any other group of 7 or something where we can take 1. 4 plus 3, 7. Why not 1, 3, 7? Now we have a group of 6 over here. Okay, great. So you guys are 6. You are 6.
Wait, we start together.
Wait.
Just wait, I will start together.
You do this.
No, I don't.
So by the time you withdraw,
But where is your board?
No discussion.
But then you need
hey, ये दोनों भाई हैं, इनको change करो. ये दोनों भाई किसी और यूनिट में जाएंगे.
चलो तुम इधर आ जाओ. चलो इधर आ जाओ. और आप इधर आ जाओ.
तो क्या करना draw shape is not accurate.
Okay.
Okay. Can everybody show their initial drawings? Just raise it and show once you're done. Okay, they have sort of a mountain, they have a plus, they have a leaf. They don't have anything else. We cannot discuss.
We start together.
No, discuss it. Don't talk.
If I would by accident draw something, then can they tell me to not do that and erase it? Like, that's fine.
Okay. Just put it up.
Okay, now you switch. Who's taking the first turn here? Okay. Come. So you cannot talk to each other. Draw any part and just pass on. So the first person is just going to erase and pass the drawing. No talking at all.
Have you taken a picture of this?
Yes, you can. Who's going to start? You. And quickly, if you don't think so much. Anything. How you have to erase a part. You don't draw anything. The first person does not get to draw. They'll get to draw only in the second round.
Okay, Gata, you erase something, no? Okay, now she has to draw and erase.
Yes. So you draw only on the missing part. And if you erase, say, from a leaf, don't again make the leaf.
You can ask me the
You are removing the markings now.
hold on.
So when you draw on that inner triangle, okay. And then you pass it on. So there's no missing part. The missing part is that thing.
What happened?
Okay. So where she has removed, so you remove twice here. You remove only one. So this still remains.
You can't do this.
So this is it. You have to draw something.
You've already decided.
You can't lift your foot. You can't draw it.
Yeah, my friend. No, where there's a line.
Okay. Start from here. I
So she started. She has just remind that drawing is not completed in 1 round.
Then you take another round.
will still have a shot.
No, you have to draw that erase part only.
If you feel, I mean, at least 1 round so that everyone gets 1 turn. After that, you can, yeah. Ideally 1 round. You can not each and then you can take another.
All of you got one.
But Anisha,
You can't erase parts.
Wait. What was wrong?
But that's the camera.
I thought it was a girl. I thought it was like two guys.
It was this time. They have we changed the
But you're done.
orientation.
Would you like to erase something or are you happy?
Yeah.
You can erase
So everybody is convinced in your way.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks the same thing.
No.
So everybody thinks it's
Okay. You're done?
We did.
Give me the pen.
Yeah, I know what it is now.
All right, before after.
Done? At least one round?
One round is done. And the other round is started today.
And somehow we
Can
don't.
we erase what others have done?
Yeah.
I was going for a boat and then the car.
I was going for that, then a guy, and then I was thinking of a bird, and then it eventually turned into a butterfly. Shocking bird.
Yeah, can we try something? Yes, sure. You take a before and after picture. Give us something. Yeah. And I think
You can, just not invisible.
So they wait for the next round? I'm not laughing, I'm just surprised. This is my surprise laughter. Oh, okay. Done?
you can all just decide together and make
I'm the worst person to go second.
So are we ready for the final innovation?
You did say it was not.
Or second final?
I wasn't thinking of it. I don't think that's on the list,
I can't believe it. The flask is completely vanished everywhere, right? Not even a single part is missing. I think the boats are open to the right. Not even that. Eat it.
Thank God.
I think this is the first time that we've had that the original one is completely gone. So we've done this exercise many times with adults and kids. I think this is the first who has managed to just erase the initial drawing completely. Completely gone.
I don't think I know. First iteration, like we're not gonna actually do that.
I think just tell what was the initial drawing and then tell what it was a leaf. So if I can have your attention, please. This was the leaf. They started with a leaf and it become a rocket.
Come on.
But what is on your mind? Who changed the drawing? Reverse did you reverse the canvas or? But he did not touch the canvas. Like he did not change the orientation of the canvas. Then very good. Thank you. Anybody else who would like to share? There is
Yes. Now we're getting
Okay, she is what I think.
She started.
She is there. She started and now she's erasing that.
She started. No.
Okay, can I tell what please? Okay, so their initial drawing was a mountain. So zigzag like thing, a mountain kind of a thing. And this is what they have made. It's a volcano prison with no prisoners. They all got burned.
More of
Do we have that? So we have another group ready to tell what was your initial drawing, if you can tell. Testicle was last. Okay, so we also had the So कहीं से भी पता चलेगा कि this was a class. So this was according to class के बाद में has a drawing like chemistry वाला जो रहता है ना. More like so this was a flat and we have converted it to the underwater system. A person fishing for a shark. Even they managed to completely get rid of their original role. And again with the flat family. Okay, next group, you can please stand up and remember your group, because the next activity is also
now we can do this.
and it does not involve drawing anymore.
That's good, I think.
So the next activity is stick to your group and we will come back to break. We are getting done. Remember it's a billboard like this. Don't be a traffic signal or something also. Well, signals are there that whatever I can stop and all. So you would have even been that. We are completely animals together. Cat family. Oh, okay. I think it's there. Unconsciously. This is a political class. Yes. So it's evil person.
1 second, ancient creature. Okay, folks, time for a break. There is chai outside. Please grab a cup of chai. I think you guys are enjoying yourselves. Just 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Grab a cup of chai. Come back. Okay, so we are going to be taking a break right now, and we'll stop the live stream over here because it's going to be really difficult to continue beyond this point. Things are just spread out everywhere. We'll try and get a video of this session up. We'll sort of interview the presenters and try and make a session. Till then, just I hope you enjoyed whatever you've seen. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye for now.